Because that's not really come into play in here yet. It's a strange one because I'm like, well, why is because that was like the first case he had, or not the first case he had, sort of the end of the first case that he had, and I don't understand why why that's still in play here. I know the guy in question that he did it to is like the bodyguard of this O'Leary guy, so that might be connected in some way.
Maybe it leads to the basement. Would he even notice if I got in?
Was he watching?
Does he need a shotgun to deal with suppliers? Something tells me he'd notice me no matter how stealthy I was. I'm guessing it lights up when they ring at the main door. Or maybe this is the way to the basement and not that corridor.
I don't like the idea of that shotgun though. You're in on Liang Tong territory. On Liang Tong territory. Oh. We can't. It's annoying he can't jog.
A bit too high to climb. If the basement I'm looking for were in that building.
It's got to be the right place, isn't it?
Could it be an elevator shaft? How does this thing open?
Oh, I thought I saw something there.
What happened? Should we run for it?
Do I look like I'm in a hurry? There's a guy watching TV inside the restaurant. A red panda, I think.
Doesn't ring a bell. I don't recall any panda waiters. Are you done?
What do you think?
It's like the door of the hallway.
I've seen two possible ways to access the basement, but...
You really think I can help you with that? What's taking you so long?
You want to switch places?
What's up with the graffiti?
Graffiti. You're in On Liang Tong territory.
Wow, I thought the Tong Wars had ended years ago.
Maybe someone nostalgic just got bored.
Damn Chinese mafias.
Yeah, American mafias are infinitely better, no doubt.
What about the trap door?
There's a trap door on the ground, right by the restaurant. Does that sound familiar?
Huh? The restaurant or the trapdoor?
Okay. Forget it.
He's doing that on purpose. Jabble, thank you for 26. How you doing?
Yes. Furry detective adventures.
Back to it. We might finish it today.
I need you to go to the front door and ring the bell.
All right, is there a bar in that alley? Have you been drinking?
Hey,
Count
Victus.
to 30, ring the bell, then run for the car. Got it?
Whoa, you better send a bunch of Natalias my way after this. So,
Yeah, man, all good. Thank
now
you
what
for
are you gonna do?
asking.
I'll open the door with my lockpicks.
I have to get
One
shot
time
by a
in.
red panda, I think. With a
I'm
shotgun.
still not sure if I'll take the hall or the door on the right.
Right, he's gone to check the main door, so it's a basement. It's got to be the door.
The lock on that door was not your standard model. I had to give it my all.
Because if he's gone that way to the main door, this has got to be the basement. Because he wouldn't go that way for the basement. And that was a lock. There we go, it's a basement. Welcome in, everyone. How's everyone doing? Hope you had a good week so far. Thanks for joining. Invictus, can we get a schedule up for Thursday and Sunday, please, buddy? Find a source of light before the light runs out. Let's just hope nothing explosive. There's not a lot of room. Can't interact with anything. Oh, I found something. Ah. Use R to point your flashlight and enable new hotspots. Right, okay. So, he didn't think to bring his own flashlight here to this? Well, I heard you were getting a schedule up. I fucking totally forgot, mate. What was the point of that little lighter thing? Oh, hello. That might be the light, an actual light switch.
I thought I saw a potty cat.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Well timed, Dragon. Should have thought about that really and not turned the light on. Yeah, I'm doing good, thank you. How you doing, buddy?
Are they carpeting the floors?
Right, don't turn on the light. These shoes aren't making a ton of noise. You got a storm coming? A big one, or...? Oh, did you like it? Yeah, thank you. It's getting a lot of love on the threads, the Demon Prince. I'm glad everyone liked it. Yeah, I went a bit mad with the blue on that one, but yeah, it's getting a lot of love on threads and stuff. So yeah, I'm very happy with how that went, to be honest.
Why do they have so many paper notes? Do they get that many orders?
Oof. Batten down the hatches and all that then. How much snow are you getting? Yeah, if anyone doesn't already know, I posted a lot better pictures of the Demon Prince that I painted up on my socials. So you can go on there and have a better look at it and see it on either Instagram, Twitter or Threads. A lot of people seem to be liking it. I'm glad. Guessing just the door then. Power outages. Jesus. When's it hitting?
I was expecting some frozen bodies.
It seems pretty standard restaurant stuff right now. Not the cleanest, but... Oh yeah, how goes the detective in? Well, we've broken into a restaurant. I've already been shot with a shotgun once though. And we're gonna find out whether or not there's some illegal organised crime going on,
Budge.
which I believe there is. How are you there? Welcome, Aria. Yeah, shot by a red panda. Kind of my own fault. Not that that's not loud at all. How did he not hear that? He must have heard that. That was far too loud. Surely we're going to get shot again. Oh, here we go. Surely there's a light switch we can turn on in here, isn't there? It's not going to alert anyone to us, is it? Okay, it's got clocks at different times and it's in New York, Chicago.
Does O'Leary have a network of pals?
That was my bad. When you're hiding in somewhere and you're breaking in and there's an armed guard with a shotgun, probably don't go around turning on lights like you own the place. Stone, 200. Marijuana. Boxing, baseball, hockey, football, mixed bets.
Huh. Looks like those colorful notes weren't restaurant orders after all.
Ah, how are you as well? Are you well?
There's one on each table. Except this one.
So they're taking illegal bets? They've got to be taking illegal bets. Do a good 3 days off and back to work Thursday. You have time off? Is that like the first time you've had time off in God knows how long? You work
The odds are
incredibly hard, dude.
in Stone's favor. I guess that he's the reigning champion, and Bobby Yale is just a contender, but
18 to 1 or
maybe
3
word
to
got
1.
out about his condition.
They're still betting on the guy that's in the hospital then, aren't they? They're going to need him to fight in 3 days.
Wow. I didn't realize you could place so many bets on a single baseball game.
Betting back in the day looks complicated. Wild berries. Gambling password.
"16 days until the fight.
Oh, sorry, it's 16 days. Why did I think it was 3 days?
Sometimes I forget that criminals, even the office variety, have family and kids. Anyway, maybe things aren't so bad on the dark side. Huh. Looks like those colorful notes weren't restaurant orders after all. A little thingamajig that adds on its own. What'll they think of next?
You have no idea
Looks
how
like
insane it's going to get,
summary
Black
of all the
Sand.
bets that come in. Day,
O'Leary
night,
put 5 grand on Yale.
wagerer. Wait a minute. Did O'Leary himself bet 5 grand on Yale?
I thought he'd bet on Stone. 18 to 1. Maybe they're going to get Stone to throw the fight. There's got to be a light switch in here. Surely I can turn some lights on. There's a lamplight on there.
Could that be Ireland?
Taxi job, 3 days on, then either 3 days of or 3 days of second shift and 3 days off. Oh, okay. Because you do a rotation 3 days a day, then either extra car or 3 days off and then like days, night. Can the cat detective resist the aquarium? Oh yeah, shit. Would he chuck a paw in there? So 3 days on, 3 days off, basically, Aria. I read that correctly. Unless they obviously need you to do overtime.
I'd say that's Ireland too.
Is it a busy period right now where you are? Or do you not have many cabs? Like cab drivers? I can't react with the aquarium. So I assume he's going to resist that
Ireland,
gerbil.
Of course. This guy's obsessed.
Is there any fish in that aquarium, actually? Oh, yeah, there is. It's a loud aquarium, isn't it?
Even Dunn had a gun in his office. O'Leary couldn't possibly be the exception. Dunn had $200 in his safe. O'Leary had about $20,000 in a drawer.
We not taking any of that? No? We should be taking that money. Oh, I can look at it. Hold on. There's a catfish in there. That's weird. That's really weird. What's that all about? No overtime though, but the company I work for has 3 cars total. Usually only one is out. The busy hours, possibly 2 cars out. That's the extra car. Wow. That's not a lot. Although you are on a very small but extremely beautiful island, so. Ah, please be a light switch.
The painting concealed file after file of celebrity reports with all sorts of shady information, ranging from S
6
to
in
Z.
total?
Almost all of them were athletes. Is that what O'Leary meant when he said that detectives and police officers were his friends? I wonder how many spy for him. If I were to pitch in, who would I spy on?
I'd definitely be a cab driver if I lived there then. You'd make a killing.
Thorpe had been a rising football star before the war, which he came back from with honors and decorations. After the truce, he resumed his career. He won 3 season trophies and a couple of MVP awards. He retired after an accident that left him paralyzed from the waist down. He started his own sports advertising agency 4 years ago, but according to the files, O'Leary hadn't even tried to corrupt him.
I wouldn't. Oh, do not that many people need cabs? You'd have thought with, only that many, you'd never be out of work.
In Bobby Gale's folder, all I found was a log of his incredible stats as an aspiring champion. 20 victories, 16 by knockout. Although, at the end of the report, someone had underlined one word several times. Untouchable. According to Stone's report, he was so clean, not to mention hard to corrupt, that O'Leary opted for a more subtle strategy. Apparently, when he broke up with the tennis player Helen Moore, he set her up with Stone. Lucky for him, they hit it off. As I
Fair
put away
enough.
the report, I stopped in my tracks. Did I really want to risk knowing what O'Leary had on my good friend, the incorruptible police commissioner?
Read him. Let's find out what he had on him.
I sighed in relief. O'Leary had tried to buy Smirnoff on several occasions, but failed. Luckily, O'Leary had nothing on him, or me.
Trust the German Shepherd. Some type of business you can make you good money though, but not as a killing as you put it. Really? I'd have thought it would have been a lot. I'm guessing everyone just drives themselves around.
Limited edition copy 2 of 3. We listen, if you call it listening, to the sentimental romance. Your eyes act like the moon. If they're not together anymore, why does O'Leary keep so many pictures of romantic moments with Helen Moore?
Well, ooh. No, let's just try and crack open that safe then.
A Crossler?
Is
The
that
good
good?
news is, I don't need lockpicks to open it. The bad news, I didn't bring explosives.
Ah. Let's scupper's that plan then. Does that do the same? Oh wait, hold on, these all open. There's files on fucking everyone. How big's your
Integrity was
town?
legendary, even in O'Leary's shady reports, just like Yale had said. Dunn had kicked one of O'Leary's men out of the gym when he found him snooping around.
I'm guessing this is how they sort of get a load of information on you to sort of blackmail you into doing what they want.
The report on Yale's father was the shortest of all, since only his name was left. Why?
Yeah, I'll have a little walk around to
Cassidy's
town.
report was possibly the longest among all of O'Leary's files.
I'll do that.
Their rivalry went way back. So much so that they spied on each other in the most unthinkable ways. At least I was able to confirm what Yale had told me.
Oh, O'Leary and Cassidy don't get on.
had threatened Dunn after he refused to join the managers' union.
Hey, Zeno. That cat.
Luckily or not, files in through R included no one that I could somehow connect to the case.
We're making enough bloody noise. We need to be careful. What's up with that one fish? And aim at the light as best I can. There we go.
Strange as it may seem, the reports revealed that O'Leary had hired Jake as a bodyguard precisely because he was absolutely clean. Apparently, he liked to surround himself with honest people when he mingled with the high society.
Helen Moore.
Helen Moore's file was, by far, one of the juiciest. She had been just a run-of-the-mill tennis player until O'Leary launched her career by rigging enough games to help her climb the ranking. However,
Holy
O'Leary
shit.
hadn't fixed any of her games in over a year. In spite of that, she remained undefeated. Be as it may, it was clear that O'Leary had enough information to ruin her career.
So they're all basically in debt to him. 1 kilometre. It's about 1 kilometre. How long's that? That's not too long a walk, is it? 1 kilometre? Ah, here we go. So they say Moore seduced, stand by O'Leary's demand. O'Leary has enough information to ruin Moore's career.
I'd say O'Leary has threatened Stone with ruining Moore's career.
Yep. Oh yeah, not that long at all. I don't know how long it'd take me to walk up 1 kilometre, to be honest. Probably about 8 years. So Stone does have motive to probably want to ruin O'Leary, but it doesn't make any sense. Doesn't connect this to the murder in any way, does it?
Jake. Someone was coming.
Are we or are we not exemplary workers, Jimmy?
I just wouldn't hear that cranking.
Here it is, middle of the night. And we're working extra hours. Hey, Jimmy, what do you think about that?
I think he's scared stiff, Desmond.
Why's that, Jimmy? We're giving you the red carpet treatment. We even let you in the boss's office.
You're one lucky fellow.
You can't say I don't treat you well, Jimmy. Yeah,
Speak, you moron.
very well. Why are you... Shh. Calm down. How long have you worked for me, Jimmy?
3 months. 3 months.
Oh, yeah. I hired you right after your cousin Martin died. I need your opinion. How would you punish someone for ruining an innocent man's life with a hit and run, Jimmy?
I don't know.
And tell me, what about you, Wilson? What would you do?
No, please. I didn't do anything. I swear.
Save him. I'm a good guy.
O'Leary, the police have surrounded you.
You don't need to worry about that.
Fair enough. Okay, I can't. Don't be a good guy in this then. Why give me the
Can't say I
option?
don't treat you well, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Speak, you moron.
Very well. Why are you...
Shh. Calm down. How long have you worked for me, Jimmy?
3 months. 3 months.
Oh, yeah. I hired
Apologies.
you right after your cousin Martin died. I need your opinion. How would you punish someone for ruining an innocent man's life with a hit and run, Jimmy?
I don't know.
Then tell me, what about you, Wilson? What would you do?
Well, we're about to find out if it's a warning or not, Ari.
I didn't do anything. I swear.
He was a good guy.
Um,
Of course, you already knew that. You knew him better than me, right?
He was my cousin.
That's why I hired you, Jimmy. You see, Martin was a dear friend. And his widow said you were a nice kid. That you do a good job and you needed the money. And I have a soft spot for those in need.
Please.
But, you know what? I talked to her just yesterday. She told us you did some naughty things to her with that gun, Jimmy.
No.
That's no way to treat a widow, is it?
She's lying. Why would I do that?
What about the kid? Are you so sure you know how long a kid can hold his breath? With his little head inside a toilet bowl?
Son of a bitch.
I didn't want to. It was his idea.
what?
Selfishly, I was glad I hadn't risked my life to save Jimmy. Maybe not even someone like him deserves to die. But one could also argue that I didn't deserve to die for someone like him.
Who's your boss? Give me a name!
Cassidy. It was his idea. He said you'd hired me if I'd managed to scare the widow, and I just...
All right.
Ah.
Just calm down now. Okay? It's gonna be okay. There are two sacred principles that rule my life. The first principle is the love for my family. I do anything to protect them.
I don't
Second
know if I hate
principle?
O'Leary as much as I thought I should now.
I never put my future in the hands of fate. I always play it nice and safe. And I would even add a third principle, or better yet, a rule. If anything threatens
I don't think I got a
either
camera.
of these two crucial principles, I take matters into my own hands. You see where this is going? For the first time, I got someone killed. Even though all I really did was rat him out.
This guy turned up without a torch.
Stop interrupting me, Jimmy! It's not polite! You're all the same. So rude! You know what? Let's leave it at that. You're going to give a message to that disgusting walrus Cassidy, aren't you?
Yeah, sure. Whatever you say. Yeah, sure.
Good boy.
What's the message?
Oh, Jimmy. You still don't get it, do you? You are the message. Come on. Wrap him up. Make sure Cassidy gets the message for breakfast, will you? I hope he chokes on it.
Got it.
I'm not too bothered. The guy was a dick.
Where are you hiding, little fishy? Once again, you didn't get to hear the end of my story.
Yeah, he didn't bring a torch to this, Ruby, so he's not that well equipped. Although they brought these lockpicks. Let's attack him. the third time I've been killed. The guy's quick with that shotgun. Hide. Oh, brutal. The guy's off his head. No wonder they put him at the door.
What? Just where do you think you're going, Putty Cat?
Is he high?
Two sacred principles rule my life.
The
The
love
love I
you feel for
feel
Ireland.
I didn't read that quick
What
enough.
is going on today?
Oh my god, like, I didn't get a chance to read it. Is it
Two
family
sacred
and
principles rule my life.
The
The
love
love
you
I
feel for your
feel
family.
for. What is going on today?
Am I gonna get shot again?
Two sacred principles rule my life.
Don't talk, don't interrupt
The
you.
first is the love I feel for my family. The second,
Always play it safe. Come on.
never leave destiny in the hands of fate. I always play it nice and safe. And I'd even add a third principle, or better yet, a rule.
I'll let him talk.
Anything threatens either of these two principles, I take matters into my own hands. The first time that someone died because of me, even though all I did was rat him out, well, that guy ended up in the Hudson River, right off Pier 27. He's got to be even wetter than that fish by now. You should have seen his face.
It's interesting what comes to mind when you think you're about to die. Suddenly, all I could think about was how much I wanted a pet fish.
You too, Bruce? Anyway, I was 14 years old, and I still dream about it.
Listen to his story.
By then, I was adamant about buying a fish. But first,
That was that. Never again.
Nowadays, whether it's me who pulls the trigger or not, I have zero regrets. What's more, I sort of enjoy it.
his pupils are dilated, and there's a slight grin on his face.
So he's drunk.
The bastard is enjoying himself.
Oh, okay.
When a mob boss declares his love of family, it can only mean that A, he won't hesitate to ruin yours, and B, he's cheating on his wife.
Don't most mob bosses have like a mistress?
In case anyone had any doubts about who's the boss around here, I'll put my dirty feet on his luxurious table to prove that all of this is mine. The guy never hesitates to pull the trigger. Even if I hadn't seen what he did to Jimmy, I'd know he's not bluffing. I knew I had it in me to get out of that place alive.
There's 4 of these connected. Would it be that lover? Holy shit, the rhino's banging O'Leary's wife. I've just worked out who it is.
No. O'Leary's wife is having an affair with Colbert? Should I serve this to O'Leary on a silver platter? Or threaten Colbert so he'll get me out of this mess?
And, well, that's it, I think. You know, Black Sad, I never made it this far. Congratulations. You're going in style.
I didn't want to interrupt you because I respect you and your word, but I'm actually here to help. Your wife is having an affair with Colbert.
What? Me? No way. Well, here's the thing. I don't respect your word. And since you brought me no proof...
I
Check
have
my
a
coat pocket.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm gonna fuck that guy. Stay up.
Oh, Black Sad, Black Sad, Black Sad. Ah! Oops. Thank you very much. And sorry for jumping to conclusions.
That got me out of it.
First, you get a random beating from my men. And here we are. When you shared what you'd found in Yale's apartment, well, it made me sort of want to trust you. But as you well know, you can't trust anyone
Hush
in this
money.
world. Take it. It's only fair.
I'll place a bet on
I
Sonia
want to bet
Dunn's.
it all on the fight, on Sonia Dunn's behalf.
Oh, what a romantic you are. We listen, if you call it listening, to the sentimental romance.
Don't know if I'll get in trouble for that.
I guess, if you say so.
Same difference. Anyway, go ahead. Place your bet.
Yale.
I bet it all on Yale.
Oh, Black Sad. Aren't these odd hours to pay me a visit? Your message was important, but certainly not urgent. It could have waited until tomorrow, don't you think?
Cat's on knife. Ask your wife. Ask Colbert. Is it that late?
We
I'll say
cats
something
and wolves hunt at
romantic.
night.
I don't feel bad about getting that guy killed. I have no remorse. Got me out of it.
I wish I was a noir fiction writer. At this very moment, I could write a couple of pointed, ironic remarks for the narrator to recount what I just lived through. The dark, crooked alleys of New York reminded me of the state of my own soul. No. Fall loomed over me with the Fall struck me with the full force of my long-lost youth. Nah, not that. Fall descended over me with the full weight of a guilty conscience. God, that's worse.
What is going on? Oh, it's dead. Cassidy's trying to have me killed, I think.
What were you thinking? He wants him alive.
Two thugs tried to scare me into leaving the case, but one of them was trigger happy.
I felt fall seep through my bones like
That's
the
my
pain
fourth
of a
beating.
good beating. Mediocre, but appropriate.
So far, I have died 5 times, 4 or 5 times, and taken a kicking. I have a feeling I know who this is. I think Cassidy's trying to warn me off the case.
Against all odds, next morning I got up bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. And I had my kind, unknown assailants to thank. The beating had taken its toll, but for the first time in months, I had slept like a baby.
Oh, come on, Helen, focus! All right, take 5. We'll work on that double backhand later.
Well, look, the FBI just turned up. She can't just keep playing. This one happens to be a detective with 9 lives, but I think he's used it 3 of them up.
Blackmore, what can I do for the FBI?
Better consider what you don't want the FBI to do. You want to be cooperate with law enforcement. What Americans stay successful. Go with cooperate
Cooperate with law enforcement.
With law
All you have to
enforcement.
do is talk.
I like to speak through my actions, but still, could you be more specific?
Maybe if we could speak in private?
Alec!
Coming!
You've got 4 minutes, Mr. Blackmore, so... make them count.
Fake relationship with Stone. Rigged games. Contraband. O'Leary. Let's talk about O'Leary.
We know about you and Desmond O'Leary.
Wow, the FBI sure knows what it's doing. So, out of the 100 million Americans who know about that, who did you extort to get such highly confidential information?
The thing is, well...
You see, I'd love to wipe out that part of my past, but whatever.
Do you have any regrets?
Ads pay more than trophies. Can you believe it? Being associated with such a shady character could only damage my reputation. Trust me, never get involved with a married man.
Rigged games.
We're aware of at least 6 rigged games during your first year as a professional player.
And?
You won all of them.
Are you trying to offend me? I give my all on the court. I can't be held accountable if my rivals don't do the same. Go interrogate them. In any case, now I know why you mentioned O'Leary.
She's handling this line of interrogation really well.
We know you smuggle contraband during your international tournaments.
Oh, really? Are you sure? Like, what exactly?
I think she called my bluff. Or did she? Should I follow through or say I was kidding?
Make a joke.
I'm convinced you're part of a dangerous international network that smuggles champies.
For a moment there, I thought you were serious. Glad to see the FBI has a sense of humor. You've got my full attention now.
Yeah.
They say you're currently involved with Al Stone, the boxer. Is that correct?
Wow, your sagacity never ceases to amaze me.
Don't beat around the bush. We know why you're with him.
Oh, so you like his biceps too?
Desmond O'Leary asked you to seduce Stone. Why?
What? No, I met Al by chance at a party. A party hosted by Desmond O'Leary. No, that can't be. No one is that shrewd. Not even him. Damn, I hate that bastard. Anyway, now I get why you brought up the rigged games and your obsession with O'Leary. What do you really have against him? And don't say illegal gambling.
Murder.
O'Leary is a murderer. Every criminal organization has blood on his hands. His is no exception. And we have proof.
Well, what's the big deal? At least it's not a matter of, I don't know, smuggling champies.
I'm serious, Miss Moore. America can't afford to let anyone shake its foundations like that. And America's sweetheart can't afford it either. Help us out. Talk to us.
And why should I, Mr. Blackmore? What do I stand to gain or lose?
The FBI returns a favor. I don't think threatening is going to work.
The FBI always returns a favor.
Oh yeah? Are they gonna rig my games? This is actually quite simple.
Did we do it? I think we did okay. I loved you now and forever.
Yeah. This is big brain time.
I think I'm doing alright with it this time though, Xena. I think I've done okay.
One lucky gal.
Ah.
You have a light, sir?
The pearly white teeth of someone who barely smokes. Am I making her nervous?
Well spotted.
Damn. I'm almost out of fluid.
Wanna know my trick? Go down to start, then up with it, and then down again.
Oh,
Almost.
Hold up.
Thanks.
What is happening?
I don't know what you want me to say. You're trying to frame O'Leary, perhaps rightfully so, but I think you're barking up the wrong tree. Believe me, if I had the slightest...
Come on, Helen. Time to work on your backhand. Let's go.
Do you smoke?
Yeah, he's a detective. Of course he smokes.
Nice meeting you, Mr. Blackmore. Did you bring my water?
Yeah, I'm not very good at that, really. So did we gain anything from that? I don't think we gained anything, really. Oh, we got some deductions out of it. Okay. She hates O'Leary, which I get. Oh, weekly, you're not dead.
Sweetheart gave you her cigarette? Dear God, she has the hots for you! I can't believe you said good old Weekly to investigate that stupid walrus while you were hanging out with Helen Moore herself! So, what do you say, you and me, we change places next time, huh?
Your turn. Now tell me, what did you find out?
You're gonna love this. You ready? I've got news, but I happen to also have a
Black Sad.
He's off with that whore, isn't he?
What? Who is... Oh, Mrs. Colbert.
I told him I knew all about it. You know, after our chat, he cried.
Oh shit, he's dead.
Asked me to forgive him. He said he was gonna leave her, that he loved me, and it was over. But last night he got a phone call. He said he had to work, and he still hasn't come back. Nobody's seen him at work since yesterday evening. He left with her, didn't he? Tell me the truth. I can handle it.
I
I'll
don't
tell
know
you
how
the
to put
truth.
this, but your husband is dead. He had an affair with his boss's wife. I'm guessing you know who I'm talking about. He found out and killed him. Mrs. Colbert?
Anyway,
But what just happened? Is there anything you didn't tell me?
Maybe. But now it's your turn. Tell me about Cassidy. Come on, spit it out.
I'm sure that'll come back to haunt me
Didn't
telling her
find
that.
anything suggesting that Cassidy had anything to do with Dunn's murder, but
That's quite the tale.
I know Cassidy will be playing poker tonight with one Howard M. Farnham II, a Texas tycoon looking to get his claws on the boxing business. I also know that he and Cassidy have never met in person, and that Farnham, who's staying at the Balford Hotel, hasn't left his room. Apparently, he spent the night with 3 bottles of bourbon. So, here's my incredible plan. I'll go to the hotel, I'd knock him out, and then take his place in the poker game. That way, I'll get Cassidy talking. What do you think? Incredible, right?
Can you knock him out?
Didn't we agree that you would handle Helen Moore while I dealt with Cassidy next time? No?
Oh, okay. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do the poker game. Am I gonna have to play poker? Do you think? Is he gonna try and weasel his way out? For shame, Dragoon. He's gonna stalk Helen Moore instead. I'm not really good at poker, so I don't know how this is gonna go. Nice. Possibly.
Good afternoon, Mr. Farnham.
What's going on?
Allow me to introduce myself.
Excuse me. I work for Frank Cassidy. Room service, your bottles are here. Go with Frank Cassidy.
John Blackmore. I work for Frank Cassidy. He asked me to bring you these bottles so you could choose which one you prefer for the game.
Oh, sure. I was fixing to leave, but I guess them monuments ain't going anywhere. Well, come on in then.
Getting in Farnham's room was easy. Earning his trust was another story. But I always have an ace up my sleeve.
Do we?
Blackmore? You okay, partner?
The best way to earn someone's trust is to make them believe they've earned yours. And sometimes, the best way to fake it is to tell the truth. I don't know where to begin.
The world is falling to pieces and so am I. I ratted out to a 2-timer and now he's dead. They killed my gal and I can't forget her. I'm afraid I'll get my ass kicked again. Nah.
I ratted out a 2-timer, and now he's dead.
You told the husband and he restored her honor, right?
Something like that.
Well then, what's the problem, son? You did the right thing and that pig got what he was in for. Listen here, you're gonna get your reward, son, from our Lord Jesus in this here bottle.
One of the tricks of this trade is to be wary of the biases we all have. They cloud our judgment and blur the person in front of us, painting them with the shades of our preconceived notions of who they should be. But every once in a while, you run into someone so locked in personality that they can only be regarded as a stereotype. Farnham was a disgrace, not only to himself, but to Texas and the entire human race. To think I had to impersonate him. I wish I was like you. You seem so content, so free of burdens.
Stop right there, partner. You think this old dog don't have ticks? Let me tell you something about my first wife. Woo!
Once I had gained Farnham's trust,
Spilling the tea.
the hard part was deciding what I needed to know to become him and not get myself killed.
What can I do for you, sir? I'm here to play me some poker. You got the wrong place.
Oh,
sir.
shit.
Did you miss the barbershop sign above the door? You have a good evening, sir. Wait,
Oh, I fucked it.
The hard part was deciding what I needed to know to become him and not get myself killed.
He didn't give me any information while I was getting drunk with him and how to get into the game, though, so I'm just guessing. Spilling the Texas tea. What's a Texas
What can I do
tea?
for you, sir?
I can't see anything.
Howdy. My name's Howard M. Farnham II.
Okay. Should I know you? What can I do for you, sir?
I can't see anything.
Well, I'm afraid I'm no mind reader.
Oh, there we go.
You have a good evening, sir.
Okay.
Wait,
So it bugged. Hold on. I'm going to have to try it again. Hopefully I'll be able to see.
The hard part was deciding what I needed to know to become him
I can't
and
see.
not get myself killed.
Why is this happening? Why is this all in the dark? Yeah, a bit of a weird bug here. Try and tab out, tab back in.
what can I do for you, sir?
Howdy. My name's Howard M. Farnham II.
I'm doing this in the dark.
Okay. Should I know you? What can I do for you, sir?
Farnham was one hell of a drinker. I had to get the information out of him before he drank himself unconscious. Otherwise, I'd have to find that information myself.
Find the requested info before the time runs out. It's dark. I can't. I think I gotta restart the game. Strange bug. So if you get that wrong, you just end up with a black screen. Yeah, what was really weird is the end game wasn't working, but the extra bits were. That was fucking weird. How many people were involved in making this game? So we had 2 bugs so far in this game. Should we try this again? I don't know where it's going to load in now. So I'm guessing the trick's going to be... trying to remember every flashback scene. It's not too far back. We can live with that. Unfortunately, we can't skip the scene.
Good afternoon, Mr. Farnham.
What's going on?
Allow me to introduce myself. John Blackmore. I work for Frank Cassidy. He asked me to bring you these bottles so you could choose which one you prefer for the game.
Oh, sure. I was fixing to leave, but I guess them monuments ain't going anywhere. Well, come on in then.
Getting in Farnham's room was easy. Earning his trust was another story. But I always have an ace up my sleeve.
Blackmore? You okay, partner?
The best way to earn someone's trust is to make them believe they've earned yours. And sometimes, the best way to fake it is to tell the truth. I don't know where to begin. I ratted out a two-timer, and now he's dead.
You told the husband, and he restored her honor, right?
Something like that.
Well then,
I'm hoping that
that's the
bug
problem,
doesn't happen
son.
again.
You did the right thing, and that pig got what he was in for. Listen here, you're gonna get your reward, son, from our Lord Jesus and this here bottle.
One of the tricks of this trade is to be wary of the biases we all have. They cloud our judgment and blur the person in front of us, painting them with the shades of our preconceived notions of who they should be. But every once in a while, you run into someone so locked in personality that they can only be regarded as a stereotype. Farnham was a disgrace, not only to himself, but to Texas and the entire human race. To think I had to impersonate him. I wish I was like you.
I don't think he's that bad,
You
is he?
seem so content, so free of burdens.
Stop right there, partner. You think this old dog don't have ticks? Let me tell you something about my first wife. Woo-wee!
Once I had gained Farnham's trust,
I just noticed him chucking the
the
drink
hard
behind him.
part was deciding what I needed to know to become him and not get myself killed.
So should we just go straight to try to remember?
What can I do for you, sir?
Farnham was one hell of a drinker. I had to get the information out of him
There we go.
before he drank himself unconscious. Otherwise, I'd have to find that information myself.
Find the requested info before the timer runs out.
This'll surely imbue me with the Texan spirit.
Billy Bobby's Barber, 103, 9
Yes, I
p.m.
got a Vietnamese shave last time. Oh, please, come in.
Oh, that was it.
Course, I remember you. Take a seat.
Don't trust the barber.
I'm sure you'll understand we can't be too careful. Our host has many enemies, and someone has to keep them at bay.
Sure, I get it.
I'm glad to hear that. Now, please answer my question. How much does it cost to get yourself a clean Vietnamese shave?
Man, sure enough, Booth put the nail on the coffin of my first marriage. You know, the wife that caught me cheating with the maid. My second marriage, too. You know what I did to her daddy? Same old with several mistresses. So I decided to stick to my guns and only deal with hookers. Even if I did end up marrying some.
I feel you, Mr. Farnham. So I'm going to be honest with you. I'm Cassidy's slave. He lent me the money for a game deposit, and I lost it all. Now I have to work off my debt.
Oh, Cassidy's not your problem, son. It's poverty. Sure enough, I had to pay my own deposit this morning to y'all. And that was just petty cash to me.
Petty cash, to be honest. I asked you how much.
Of course, they gave me my receipt. These things I am, boy. Wait, I'll show you. I got it somewhere. Just a sec. I'll get it. I just put it over. I think I'll be right back.
Oh.
Ding Dong? Interesting name for a town.
Ah, 20k. Whew.
Why didn't you just say you had the receipt in your pocket? I'm almost certain, but tell me, who told you to come to this barber shop?
Oh, okay.
Let me tell you a little secret about my first wife, sonny boy. When I met that woman, she had no manners, no money, no nothing. Who in the hell? Farnham. By God, if it ain't the hero of the day.
It's not going to be easy to sound Texan, but I'll give it my best shot.
Need to try and... Can you hear what's going on the phone, do you think?
With this and that bolo tie, I'll really look the part.
This is quite a good part of the game. I enjoy this bit. So you have to recall the information, say it back so you don't get your throat cut.
I probably don't need to imitate his gestures during the game, but it certainly wouldn't hurt to try.
I'll be damned. Yes, sir. New York City. Ha! Ha! Sure enough, I'm fixing to play poker with him.
Not really sure what else I'm supposed to be doing here.
Boxing at the Grand.
William Farnham, the owner of this bar, only came here
just a
for
few bourbons,
business.
that's all. Anyway, Kenny, thanks
Kenny.
for fixing the game with Cassidy. God bless you, brother.
Friends with Farnham and Cassidy, Kenny.
Craziest goddamn Texan in New York.
My good old friend Kenny, craziest goddamn Texan in New York. You know how many Kennys there are in New York? Kenny who?
Besides when and where the game will be, the password, and the money Farnham dished out, what else do I need?
Kenny. What were these? Okay, so...
Not even a Bible.
Don't really want to look at that.
They smell like a party.
Running out of time.
Ding Dong? Interesting name for a town.
Kenny's surname. Shit.
Kenny. Hey, do you think you can't be friends with someone and not know their last name?
Let me think. No.
Holy shit. Retry.
My good old friend Kenny. Craziest goddamn Texan in New York.
You know how many Kennys there are in New York? Kenny who?
So besides when and where the game will be, the password, and the money Farnham dished out, what else do I need?
Apparently his name.
Luckily, there was only one Kenny in Farnham's address book.
Oh, there's an
Kenny
address
Eakes.
book that I couldn't see
He's
through the
hiding
door.
it.
Kenny Eakes. Right, apparently you can. The door's shut, but you can see through it.
Cornell Plaza, Manhattan. Stunning penthouse.
I'm not surprised. Mr. Eakes has excellent taste. Do you happen to know what he asked for the last time he was here?
I haven't got a clue. There's a lot of questions.
At least it's comforting to know that when Farnham drinks too much,
What are
his
you
female
doing,
companions have less of a hard
Step-bro?
time.
Hello, Acid. How you doing, man? What the hell would he ask for the next time he was here? I'm running out of time. Oh shit.
Don't tell me, Billy Bob. This here is my new friend Farnham. Am I right?
Sure enough, your barber was fixing to give me a shave.
You can get a good shave at another time. Billy Bob is always at our beck and call.
Of course.
Hey, come on. Let's get in there before they finish all the bourbon without us.
I haven't frisked him yet, sir.
I don't think that'll be necessary. Mr. Farnham here, he's an honest Texan. And I'm sure he'll hand over his weapon if we ask him to. Right?
I don't know, am I? I don't think I am. I'll try to remember. Am I armed? How are you, Acid? You well? Thank you very much for the 15 bits.
They smell like a party.
What am I looking for here? I'm assuming that... What's the purpose of... I'm guessing I didn't take a gun. I'm assuming I'm not armed. Why have I got the option to try to remember?
Ding Dong? Interesting name for a town.
I don't know.
Are you going to hand over the gun or not?
You know what? I'm starting to think that you're not trustworthy. And I hate wasting my time. Yeah, but the bad thing is, it'll be just 3 of us playing tonight. Billy Bob?
I guess I'm not armed. Like, it's a bit cold, but that's just the condition of the living room. It's a bit fucking freezing here as well, mate. I am getting killed a lot. I'm just gonna have to go if I'm not armed.
Don't tell me, Billy Bob. This here is my new friend Farnham. Am I right?
Sure enough, Your barber was fixing to give me a shave.
You can get a good shave at another time. Billy Bob is always at our beck and call.
Yeah, the temperature has certainly dropped here as well, I said.
Let's get in there before they finish all the bourbon without us.
I haven't frisked him yet, sir.
I don't think that'll be necessary. Mr. Farnham here, he's an honest Texan. And I'm sure he'll hand over his weapon if we ask him to. Right?
Cover that?
I would if I had a gun on me, but I don't.
Are you kidding me? An unarmed Texan?
I already told you, I'm not carrying a gun.
That doesn't sound like the man Kenny told me about. And you know what? I've had enough.
I'm dead.
Billy Bob.
I'm very confused by this sequence now. Do I have to skip the first one and go, I'm not armed, and then try to remember and walk around the room again?
Don't tell me, Billy Bob.
Let me skip
This here is my new
Oh,
friend
this is
Farnham.
annoying.
Am I right?
You've got
Sure
freezing
enough.
temperatures coming Monday and Tuesday.
barber was
Hopefully my
fixing to
pipes
give
ain't
me a
burst again.
shave.
Burst the last 3 years.
You can get a good shave at another time. Billy
Ours will
Bob
be
is
fine,
always
I
at our
imagine.
beck and call.
Of course.
We haven't
Hey,
had,
come
like, any snow.
Get in there before they finish all the bourbon without us.
Like a tiny little bit.
I haven't frisked him yet, sir.
I don't think that'll be necessary. Mr. Farnham here, he's an honest Texan. And I'm sure he'll hand over his weapon if we ask him to. Right?
Go in, I'm not armed,
I
and go
would
try
if
to
I had a
remember.
gun on me, but I don't.
Are you kidding me? An unarmed Texan?
Try to remember. What am I trying to find?
They smell like a party.
I'm gonna die again, aren't I? Latest search things we've already searched.
Not even a Bible.
Oh wait, is there a gun here that I can't?
Are you going to hand over the gun or not?
You know what? I'm starting to think that you're not trustworthy.
I'm gonna die again.
And I hate wasting my time. Yeah, but the bad thing is, it'll be just 3 of us playing tonight. Billy Bob?
I had to basically open the other door and I assume there is a gun in there. Texas doesn't do very well when they get snow, right? God damn, this section is a fucking nightmare.
Don't tell me, Billy Bob. This here is my new friend Farnham. Am I right?
Sure enough, your barber was fixing to give me a shave.
You can get a good shave.
Yeah, I'm
at
dying a
another
lot in this
time.
bit.
Billy Bob is always at our beck and call.
Of course.
Hey, come on. Let's get in there before they finish all the bourbon without us.
I haven't frisked him yet, sir.
I don't think that'll be necessary. Mr. Farnham here, he's an honest Texan. And I'm sure he'll hand over his weapon if we ask him to. Right?
It's gotta be in that suitcase. If I could have to remember a combination to a suitcase. No, she just opened.
No matter how superficial someone may seem, there's always a way to win their heart.
Reminds me of the gun from Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
It'll be my pleasure.
Check the other door of the wardrobe.
Welcome, gentlemen. Chips are on the table and guns are in the safe. Now, we got a lovely night of poker ahead of us full of smoking and bourbon. So let's get started. Take a seat, Mr. Farnham. Let me introduce you. To my right, wearing gray boxers and weighing in at 140 pounds, the owner of Pink Vice, the largest meat market in all of Manhattan.
In other words, a real son of a bitch.
-10?
No offense to the women he exploits.
Our reigning champion, Oswald Quince.
A title I aim to keep, provided our new contender here doesn't interfere.
Y'all are dealing with the worst player in Texas.
You're just trying to make me overconfident, aren't you?
The truth is that our friend Farnham owns the largest and, I dare say, most entertaining establishment in Texas.
Really? So we're colleagues then?
Yeah, you wish, Quince. He owns a casino.
Damn.
And it's not even in Austin or Dallas. It's actually in a little town called, what was it? Darn it. I looked it up the other day. Had a funny ring to it. I hate it when this happens.
I thought they moved all Texan casinos to Vegas, where gambling is legal.
You mean Ding Dong, Texas?
Ding dong! That's it.
That was a random guess. I got away with
Who'd
it.
ever think of a name like that?
Well, casino or no
-10 must have
casino,
been
let's
brutal,
just hope
man.
He doesn't keep as many aces up his sleeve as the late Ventimiglia, huh?
Amen.
To my left, wearing brown boxers and weighing in at 396 pounds.
Frank, show some respect, huh?
The hospitality tycoon, Paulie.
Doesn't remember his name.
Tycoon. I just own a small bar with pool tables. Clients drink close to nothing and play even less, but certain business transactions just couldn't happen anywhere else.
Damn it, Paulie. Why don't I know your last name?
Because they took it away from me. You have no idea how good my ex-wife's lawyer is.
Women, they even take our damn names.
You're too much, Paulie.
When you're done sightseeing, why don't you drop by La Iguana for a game of pool? And I'll buy you a drink. But I have to warn you, my clientele isn't crazy about furry fellas such as yourself.
Thanks. I love me some pool.
Perfect. It'll be my pleasure.
You're looking to start your own pool business, Farnham?
No.
This guy here wants to start a boxing association in Texas. And guess who he's turning to for advice?
To be honest, several things got me worried, so I'd be much obliged for any counseling.
So, what worries you?
Rebel coaches.
Rebel coaches like Joe Dunn.
Oh, I see you done your homework. That bastard wouldn't accept the most basic rules. For example, banning boxers from official competitions when the managers don't belong to my association. Hey, don't get me wrong, I'm sorry for his death. But if they ever find the murderer, I'd be glad to pay his lawyer fees. Billy Bob, bring out the bourbon. We're drying up here. I'll deal. With a fresh deck, of course. We respect traditions in this establishment.
Poker is as boring as it is simple. All you need to do is read people's faces. And even the worst detective has that trick up his sleeve.
Oh, I'm about to make that look
The
terrible
real
then.
issue is knowing what to play for when there's much more than just money at stake.
Play to win, I suppose.
Damn it. What a guy.
Yeah, he does need to refill that damn lighter.
How many games have you won, Farnham?
Oh, I play
Worst
to
player
win.
in Texas, huh? Hey, Quince, you better start unbuckling that championship belt.
This ain't over yet. Mark my words. Farnham will be calling his wife before the night is over.
Ha! Oh, hey. By the way, did you guys hear about Kenny's wife? Pretty tragic, huh?
What happened?
Oh, plain bad luck. Hey, but Farnham, I'm sure you know more about it than I do.
God, I don't know.
Anyway, Kenny, thanks for fixing the game with Cassidy.
Yeah, friends with Farnham and Cassidy.
God bless you, brother.
What happened to his wife?
craziest goddamn Texan in New York. And the poor fella's already got enough on his hands now that his wife... Women just gotta have their vices. But she's in a rehab clinic now, hooked on tranquilizers and all that.
Wow.
That's it, tranquilizers. Don't tell me women don't have their vices, too. Bring out the bourbon, Billy Bob. Come on. Come on. Give me the bourbon.
Maybe I spoke too soon when I said that poker is easy for a good detective. Let's just say it's relatively simple. There's always someone ready to surprise you, relatively speaking.
Well, I'll be damned. I don't believe this.
What happened, Farnham?
Beginner's luck doesn't last forever, and that's when the real champ comes in. I hope you're ready to lose it all, my friend.
Poor Farnham. Came looking to make big bucks in the city with his boxing, and he's gonna lose it all with poker.
I hope your counseling will make up for it.
Yeah, so how can I be of help?
Homicidal boxers.
Homicidal boxers like Bobby Yale.
Ha! That's some piece of news, huh? Hey, I don't know if he did it, but the real problem is that the fight against my champ Stone might not even frickin' happen. The good news is that I've almost convinced the governor to let him out of prison on the day of the fight. Under police escort, that is. I bet you the audience gets a kick out of that.
Illegal gamblers.
Having to compete with illegal gamblers like that O'Leary fella.
Huh? One would almost think that you live in New York, my friend. That son of a bitch killed one of my men and left the poor bastard on my damn porch.
Yeah, he did.
But he's a goner now. Ever since the sport got put on TV, people want a fair game, honest boxes, and no shady business. You can't break the law anymore like before. Nowadays, they gotta bribe those big network executives to negotiate for broadcasting rights. Come on, let's steal another hand before Quince accuses us.
Bribing TV networks, eh?
Ain't gonna happen. Gentlemen, I suggest you never tell your sons about this game, unless you want to lose their respect.
Wait, you mean our sons actually respect us?
I hear you. There's no way to set boys straight these days. They don't even respond to a good old beating.
Texan boys do respond to a good
I
beating.
dare say Texan boys do respond to a good beating.
Hey, careful, Quince. You're talking to a pro. So, Kenny told me you had quite a house full.
How many kids you got in that house full of yours?
Shit. I don't know.
No. That's
Worse than an
bitch
eagle.
was about to choke on his own vomit.
Yeah, this would be a weird job
Sure,
for a voice
the
actor.
sight of a millionaire choking on his own vomit had a certain poetic quality. Even so, I couldn't just stand there and watch him die.
Oh shit, I didn't do...
Unfortunately, I didn't break a sweat trying to save him.
Oh, he died. Retry.
How many kids you got in that house full of yours?
How many kids do I have before this guy croaks?
No, that son of a bitch was about to choke on his own vomit. Sure, the sight of a millionaire choking on his own vomit had a certain poetic quality.
I went to
But that's no justification
immediately
for
start.
standing there and watching him die, incapable of reacting.
Whoops. I should have pressed X first. I went
How
to
many kids
immediately
you got
mashing
in that
B.
house full of yours?
No, that son of a bitch was about to choke on his own vomit. Sure, the sight of a millionaire choking on his own vomit had a certain poetic quality. Even so, I couldn't just stand there and watch him die, No, deserving or not, the man would live.
Alright, so how many kids does he have? One, two, three, four, five, six.
6, well, that's something. I don't know how you deal with all of them.
All boys?
Does it have to be now?
Oh, never let Quince near one of your daughters.
Come on, Folly. Children are sacred. I won't put a finger on them until they're 12. After that, well, let's just say some men have needs that can only be met by a young girl that age, if you know what I mean.
He's into child prostitution.
There goes your winning streak, you sick bastard.
Sooner or later, the police are gonna bust your ass. Quince.
What the hell are you talking about?
I bet you're as bad at hiding those poor girls as you are at keeping that ace up your sleeve.
What? You lying piece of shit.
Quince?
Don't believe a word he's saying, Frank.
Don't you dare call me Frank.
Ooh, that's a serious voice.
It's 500 more. Huh. For washing up.
It's a deal. And good call, Farnham. I owe you one. Please, take that flying scumbag's tokens. And mine too, if you want them. I'm feeling generous. Hey, turns out the governor accepted my suggestion to let Bobby Yell out of prison on the day of the fight. Hey, this is turning out to be the perfect night. If you decide to go ahead with your new venture, call me, Farnham.
Glad we managed to get Quincy killed in that one.
Behavior at last night's game was utterly insulting. Never contact me again or I'll put an end to your pathetic life. If our common acquaintance should ask you about your business endeavors, tell him that boxing is too violent for you. Signed, Frank Cassidy. My own tracks would be covered the following morning when Cassidy read this note from Farnham.
Dear Mr. Cassidy, although I'm grateful for your kind help, last night's game made me realize that boxing is just too violent for a peaceful Texan like myself. I have decided
and
to
you
invest
fraternize with
elsewhere. Yours sincerely,
despicable people.
Damn Texans.
I mean, I only died 5 times. We'll see that as a win. It went well. No, all good. Succeeded. And we killed the child prostitution guy. This story is very dark. Like, it's got some really
As for me, it was the first
seedy
time in
characters.
days that I had gone to bed without my daily baby. A real shame.
Like, nasty people in this.
Nothing like a bruised body to help you to sleep like a baby.
That was good.
Maybe I should have given myself a
Don't get me wrong, I've got a couple of people killed. Who tried to warn me? Was it Cassidy then? No, it can't have been Cassidy. Who tried to warn me off? Cassidy didn't even know who I was.
Blacksad.
Finally, I need you at the gym now, please.
14 days until the fight. Yeah, my moral choices haven't been that bad. I've got 2 bad guys killed in the choices I've made, so I'm only killing people that deserve it. No one innocent has died yet.
It was like this when I got here.
When did you get here?
I've been calling you for over an hour.
Calm down. I'll take care of this.
Let me take a quick pee and we will investigate why the room has been destroyed. Could it be O'Leary? Well, cheers, Dragoon. I thought I was going to get away with it that time. Actually, thought Invictus was busy, so he wasn't tabbed in. So, Dragoon's there. I did drink a full coffee at the beginning of stream, alright? Right. Let's find out who fucked the place up.
Had you already finished looking through these papers?
I wish.
Well, I guess you'll enjoy sorting all this again.
So were they smashing the place up, or were they looking for something?
Bingo.
What is it?
Nothing. Just a
Yeah,
freshly
wash my hands.
signed contract.
You learn to pee quickly when you've been streaming. Burglar signed it with his foot. I don't think that's going to be connected, is it? Apparently it is.
No, the footprints don't match. Or if O'Leary killed Dunn, he did it without stepping in the paint, or in different shoes.
So O'Leary wasn't there when the murder took place. They didn't take the
Not
money.
that I suspected otherwise, but it's obvious they weren't looking for money.
They didn't take the will.
Looks like the burglar isn't interested in bureaucracy.
Did they take anything?
No, although... When you went in the hospital room to get your purse, did you get the gun as well?
Yes. Isn't it there? I put it back. I'd rather not go through that again.
You children. I'll believe her.
That's too bad. It looks like they took it.
More deductions. Helen Moore carries a cigarette bearing a romantic inscription. O'Leary keeps romantic pictures of Helen Moore in a drawer.
It's pretty clear that Helen Moore's cigarette case was a gift from O'Leary.
Are still in love. Yale is one of O'Leary's untouchables according to the files. It's interesting because he does always play it safe. Would that be connected? No. Even though she says she hates O'Leary, but O'Leary's threatening to ruin her career. No. Judging by the bet, Stone is a clear favourite against Yale. Yeah, he always plays it safe.
It looks like O'Leary has rigged the fight between Stone and Yale.
Mm-hmm. That I get. The clues collected allow a new deduction 1 month ago. We collected a lot during those sequences. So Yale cells don't match that. Doesn't match the footprints at the gym. O'Leary's cells don't. Has it got to be something to do with... Is it that one? No. Venerius vanished after winning a fight back when Yale was a kid. So if they're still in love... And he was writing someone out when he was 14, someone who ended up dead. So O'Leary is a guilty conscience, writing someone out who ended up dead. And Avenarius vanished after winning a fight back when he was a kid. No, it can't be that. There's more to that one. So Helen Moore and Desmond O'Leary are still in love. Who does the prince belong to? I mean, we're assuming that we've already done that one, haven't we? Yeah. Assuming we've done that? Yeah. And I must say she hates O'Leary. Yale is one of O'Leary's untouchables according to his files. Oh God. There's a lot connected there. O'Leary sold out much of footprints. Yeah, we've done that. Helen Moore says she hates O'Leary, but she doesn't. I mean, it'd be a lie. No, it is that. It's a lie.
If she's still in love, why does she claim she hates him? What is she hiding?
There we go. Right, let's continue looking around.
What are you doing?
Do you like sardines?
Excuse me?
Do you like sardines?
Ugh.
Who would like sardines? I think that's everything. I don't like sardines. I don't mind tuna, but sardines, no. I don't like anchovies either. Anchovies are rank.
Whose is that?
Mary Purnell.
You think she did this?
You didn't notice that on the way in? Something on the floor there, but... Yeah, they're far too salty. People really like put she was disturbed. People like to put them on pizza. It ruins a pizza.
Wait here, please.
Oh, shit. Stabbed in the back? We have another body. How did you die? Start with the obvious.
Could be a knife wound. The murder was brutal.
Could be an axe. The cut is huge.
Dear Sonia, I need to tell you several things
about your father. In fact, I know he would have wanted me to tell you.
This
Among
is
them,
one
the fact
thick
that you
plot.
co-own an apartment in Manhattan. Please call me. Yours truly, Mary Purnell.
Who didn't want Sonia to find out that? And why does Mary know so? Well, she knew. A bit. She's dead now. It was a knife.
If I were you, I wouldn't quit. Trust me, it might be painful at first, but time heals all wounds. Why did you listen to me?
So she wasn't breaking in, she came across whoever was, caught him in the act, they chased her up and chased her up the stairs and stabbed her.
I want you to call the police, Sonia, and then go straight to a friend's house. Don't even think about going home, and definitely don't come back here.
I'm staying at a friend's house. I haven't even set foot in my father's place yet.
Even more now to consider.
Do you have the keys? If the murderer didn't find what he was looking for, that might be his next stop, if he hasn't been there yet.
Could it be the same person that killed Dunn?
For once I had the keys to the place, which meant I wouldn't have to use my lockpicks or...
Well, it's locked from the inside, that's odd. Out the window then?
It looks like Dunn had already begun to move his things. Dunn?
Yeah.
Thorpe?
He was a pilot.
No idea. And these two, they look familiar. It's hard to believe that a pair of boxing fists could play something like this, although I'm sure he had the lungs for it.
More baseball cards.
As I glanced at the telephone, I remembered the weekly password for O'Leary's illegal gambling operation. Even though I had rejected his reward for telling him about Colbert and his wife, I had managed to make my own dirty money by ratting out the Eagle Pimp during our poker game. How much damage could a small bet do?
Never mind.
What harm could I do? Only the invisible type.
We're not going to start gambling. Enough people have died. Let's not make any more fuck-ups, mate.
Ready-made meals on airplane trays in front of the TV.
Did anyone ever have those?
You'd end up eating like this.
They were a massive American thing, but I never had them in the
4
UK.
days ago, and that lettuce still looks okay.
Someone's been living here, and I think they're still here. TV dinners, yeah, we never had them in the UK.
Sardines. It's been open for a few hours.
Property sale.
Of course. Now I see how Dunn bought the apartment he was going to share with Mary. This place has to be empty in 2 weeks for the new owners. I wonder if Sonia knows about this.
We're going to move in with Mary Purnell. There's sardines here. Whoever was here also ate sardines. Mary said she's never been back here before. She'd never gone back. She stayed with a friend. So Sonia, not Mary. This place has been ransacked by the looks of
You
it.
still looked at her every morning, so many years later, with a new love? Maybe we don't need to forget. Maybe pain just transforms into, I don't know, something.
Yeah. Do you ever have TV dinners? I wouldn't mind trying one, to be honest with you. It would probably be disgusting, but just seems like something I would try. My dear Mary, I bring you to this rooftop, the place where our love was born. Can I skip it? No. I bring you to this rooftop where the love I feel for you was born, to give you this ring and... That was a terrible joke.
This
You're
is
the worst.
too private.
Oh, they banged. He kept that for God knows how many years. Never had like Hungry Man? What's that?
Another empty closet.
Still not sure how this thing was locked from the inside and he's not concerned that there might still be someone here.
Is this how he got in?
Yeah, must have been. They'll be coming in through the window and they locked the door so no one could get in, I suppose? So they could make an exit if someone tried.
Elaine. I think that was Dunn's wife's name, according to Jake. Wow. Could Dunn really afford such luxuries? Or did he only want to impress Mary?
It's just a microwave? Oh, then yeah, I have had them. Microwave dinners. Yeah. We've had those. We've got loads of different types of those. Why do they call them TV dinners then? Oh, then yeah, I have tried them. Hit and miss, depending on where you get them from, but most you pay for what you get with a microwave meal. Empty can of sardines. Smells like sardines.
It's pretty clear that the burglar came by the house before heading to the gym, which means he probably didn't find what he was looking for in here.
Yeah, that's it. Well, sometimes they're portioned for like 4 people now. You can get some crazy microwave meals now. A couple of them I had that are quite nice. But they're not when you're eating something fresh.
Could this be the origin of Sonia's interest in business management?
Under your
One
skin.
of the very few teen idols who only got better with age. What's this doing here?
No, not to be found in here. This is quite a nice tune.
I seem to recall Sonia being mad about the pictures, but who knows?
Not really sure. Father of baseball.
No matter how hard I look, I'm not getting anywhere. I need to talk with Sonia, and maybe with her uncle Tim.
It brings back, I don't know.
Sounds bad.
A pessimist, are we? It's like remembering the last day of summer. Scenes full of joy, picturesque landscapes, and yet the light is faint and the air is still, the calm before the storm.
I know the feeling.
I know that feeling.
I figured that much. I can see it in your eyes. We met in the Army. We were all professional athletes. They called us the Olympic Five.
Who's the guy on the right?
Angus Mitchell, our combat medic and a doctor with the New York Warriors. It was Spanow who got him assigned to our platoon.
Hey, isn't that Craig Spanow? The guy on the Morley's billboards?
Yes, indeed. Our captain. He was the oldest, after all, and star of the New York Warriors. He was an orphan, you know. But he loved the sport so much that he said baseball was his family. He was the one who had Mitchell assigned to our platoon.
Was Dunn already boxing?
Yes, he was. I had already seen him fight before I even met him. He was as humble in the ring as he was in life. He'd always let his rivals take the initiative. I remember how he barely dodged the blows. If you didn't look at his feet, it seemed like he wasn't even moving. And the footwork, pure dancing. You could almost hear the music. The song would play until his opponent was exhausted. Then came the drum roll, followed by Dunn's victory by KO.
Who's the guy on the left?
Ah, Viktor Sukovsky, the athlete. You've probably heard of his medals.
What about you?
I had just signed with the Milestones. I hadn't even played my first game, but people said I had a bright future ahead of me.
But the war got in your way.
But the war got in the way.
Oh, this
of
wasn't
that
1920s, it's got to be 1950s.
No, I made it big when I came back. Best time of my life. Don't you remember that cop at the hospital? The one who let me in exchange for an autograph? Trust me, nobody calls you Iron Arm if you're just sitting on the bench. Who would have thought that I'd end up becoming Tim Iron Legs Thorpe?
What happened?
I fought the Nazis for 2 years, up there in the sky, over Europe. And I never set foot in a field hospital. 3 years later, I crossed the street without looking. And look at me now.
Nothing to do with the war then.
What happened to all of them?
Zhukovsky died the same day they injured Dunn. Dunn received an honorable discharge and came home. He quit boxing and opened his gym. Mitchell was redeployed to a field hospital. Spanow and I continued in the same unit, but nothing was ever the same. You see what I meant with the last day of summer.
Why is everything out of focus?
And after the war, well, who the hell cares?
No, it's not just you.
I do.
It's weird.
What happened to Mitchell after the war?
Mitchell? Who knows? We lost touch.
Are we drunk?
I hope he's doing well.
What happened to Spanow?
Well, you've seen the billboards. He made it big time. When I was forced to retire, I got him some advertising deals. That's how I founded this agency. But then, something happened to him. He became sullen. He fell out of shape, and slowly but surely lost touch with reality. He withdrew from public life and broke off our friendship. Haven't heard from him in, 3 years? And believe me, I've tried to contact him.
You think
You
Spanow's
think
involved?
Spanow might have been involved in Dunn's death?
Spanow? No way. He and Dunn were always...
So
well,
weird.
Spanow's changed so much that it's hard to say.
I think I saw Mitchell not too long ago, but I can't remember where.
Seriously? Please try to remember. I'd love to hear from him again.
I feel like I'm
I'll do my
drunk.
best.
Allow me to double your wage. You have to find the murderer. Maybe Dunn stayed in touch with Mitchell or Spanow. Maybe even with both. But he never told me anything. Maybe Sonia knows.
I doubt it, but that's not the only question I've got for her. May I?
If you can see it and dial the numbers, everything's blurry. They're both on catnip. Yeah, they've just inhaled something. How weird was that? I'm not sure whether that was meant or whether that was a bug. How odd.
No, she's not here.
And we're back into full carry. Shouldn't stay up there. People get murdered up there.
Was your father still in...
Have you ever wished you'd never been born?
What?
Often.
Many times. Too many.
Then we're both in the same boat. First time was right after moving to New York. I hated my mother. She was the reason we moved from the countryside and the smell of freshly mowed grass to this dirty city and the smell of medicine. Her medicine. The second time was after she died. I hated myself for having hated her before, for not having loved her enough. The third time was when my father shut himself off. I hated him for that, for abandoning me, for giving in to the booze.
Oh.
Now he's dead, so take a guess.
You've realized just how much you really loved him.
I guess so. But that's not the worst of it. The problem is I don't know how to live without hating him. Over the last few years, everything I've done was meant to push my father far away. To avoid being like him. To avoid making his same mistakes. Without him, I just don't know who I am. And you won't even let me hate Bobby, which might actually help me.
Bobby Yale is innocent. He doesn't deserve your hate.
Don't you think I know that? I need someone to blame. Without that someone, I have only myself to hate.
Hate me, whatever.
Hate me. A good detective would have found the killer by now.
That's nonsense. You've already come so far. I'm sorry I haven't been a little more grateful.
In any case, you shouldn't hate yourself. You are... No, you have such good qualities.
Kind of beautiful and smart.
You are both beautiful and smart.
Are you really trying to flatter me now?
No, Seriously, I didn't mean to... Sorry.
Anyway, can we just drop the subject? Did you go to my father's apartment?
Yes. The thief went there before coming to the gym, which leads me to believe he didn't find what he was looking for.
And what was he looking for?
That's what I intend to find out, with your help. Your dad had great taste in music.
You think? Let me guess. The same taste you have, right?
Exactly.
You don't know how happy that makes me.
Your father sold his apartment. The new owners move in 2 weeks.
What?
I'm sorry. I think he used the money to buy a new place with Mary Purnell. The letter you're holding explains the rest.
I wish I'd had the chance to talk to her.
I saw your old room.
Who would have a reason to...
That's embarrassing. I see you were dead serious about
Murder Mary.
It's odd that there are practically no toys or memories of your childhood in the room, except for a small music box.
That box? It might just be my last happy memory. It's from before my mother got sick and we moved here.
Was your mother human? Oh
Loved
no,
reading
sorry,
stories
they are
about
still
pirates.
cats. They looked very human then.
So my father drew a treasure map for me. I searched the whole house, one clue at a time. It led me to this enormous tree in the yard where Daddy had put up a tire swing. X marks the spot, so I dug to find my treasure. I loved the music it played, the ballerina, and the little secret compartment. Oh, the secrets I kept in there.
I think it's the first time I heard you call your father Daddy.
Really?
So Don hid the music book under the tree. Wonder if he hides other things under there.
I'm also a fan of Frank Papalia.
Oh, yeah, the poster. I only liked him because my father thought he was too modern. But I'm glad we agree. I thought you shared my father's taste in music.
I found a picture taken during the war.
The Olympic Five.
Did you meet any of them, besides your father and uncle?
Well, Uncle Tim actually isn't my uncle.
No?
He and my father loved each other like brothers. Did he tell you that he saved his life?
Your father saved Thorpe?
They were flying over Britain
Oh,
in
got it
a
right.
3-unit fighter plane. Zukovsky was the pilot, my father was the co-pilot, and my uncle manned the machine gun. Suddenly, enemy fire killed Zukovsky and injured my father, which is why he never boxed again.
Ah.
My uncle jumped out of the gun turret, ran to the cockpit, and managed to pilot the plane to safety. Oh, the times my father told me that story. And now...
Pretty badass.
You still have your uncle.
Yes, I guess you're right. Maybe he can also save me.
Did you ever meet Spano? What can you tell me about
I don't know how they're connected to this story, really, though.
I was just a little girl. I think my
Like
uncle
what
turned him into a star.
difference does it make?
That was a long time ago.
Did you ever meet Mitchell, the doctor?
Mitchell? The lizard? No, never. Why?
Oh, nothing. I think I've seen him somewhere.
The doctor?
Are you cold?
A little. Maybe I should go. Anyway. Thanks for the company.
It's alright, just doing my job.
Sonia, don't come back to the gym, okay? I told you, it's dangerous.
Aren't you coming?
I think she
I knew I
likes
was
me
looking
now.
at a solution, but what exactly needed solving?
Right, 2 more deductions. Excuse me. Picture of a tree painted by the wife. Haha. There's got to be something hidden by that tree.
Maybe Dunn used the same hiding place once more.
Oh. Oh, here we go again. Are these guys supposed to be like skinheads? Ooh. Seventh or 8th death.
I'll never understand why detectives and criminals bluster while they fight each other in the pictures. What a waste of breath, focus, and energy.
And he didn't fall forward. Weird. Dodge it, dodge it. That was annoying. I was hitting that left, it was not doing anything. I swear to you.
I'll never understand why detectives and criminals bluster while they fight each other in the pictures. What a
Pretty
waste
unforgiving
of breath,
quick time events,
focus,
aren't they?
and energy. It's not the lack of credibility in the screenplay that bothers me. Plus, it's actually pretty handy. When a crook talks to you in the middle of a fight, you know you're up against a rookie. And
I'll
if he
help
doesn't
him.
even say,
I need
"Help
info."
me, please.
Is he trying to pull me off? Okay. I did try. He landed on the trash. He might not be dead. Pull me off the edge. I've just realised, yeah, sorry. Pull me off the edge. Oh, he didn't die. I just realised.
What did they say?
Nothing serious. I lost another one of my 9 lives. Oh, this hurts.
Got many
Definitely
left?
got one left.
Red. He hasn't woken up yet?
Nope. We're gonna be here a while. Vulpine, 7 letters.
Devious?
You think that's the same thing? I don't know. Sounds a bit off to me.
Ah, reeks of sardines. We might have our murderer. Relatively small shoes. They do look similar. One tear. Aha. This is making a lot of sense now.
Wait, I know. Vulpine, 7 letters. Cunning. What are you looking for?
Nothing. Will he live?
He'll live.
So what have you found out?
Randall Lee. Apparently in love with our penitentiary system, judging by the frequency of his visits. Theft, assault, extortion. You know, minor things of the sort.
Ow.
Any partners?
Murder.
Always
now.
works alone. He's never ratted out his employers, provided they exist. Did you find anything? Is this our man? Do you have proof?
Well, the boots and the tear in the pants, Michael.
It looks like we know who tore his pants following Mary Purnell up to the rooftop.
Who does he
His pants
work
are
for,
tearing.
though?
I found a piece of that same fabric at the gym, on the stairs that lead to the rooftop where we found the second body.
Makes sense, but how many pairs of ripped pants are walking around New York City? I don't call that evidence.
Maybe? No. Right, the antler's snout reeks of sardines. We got the... Go with the smelly gym burglar.
The guy who broke into the gym in Dunn's place has a thing for sardines. Did you smell his breath?
Right, because there's only one sardine fanatic on this side of the Hudson. I need something more.
During the war, Dunn and his pals were known as the Olympic. The Anteater broke into the gym and Dunn's place. No, I don't think that's going to match. He was guilty of ratting someone out. Yeah, this was just a match. Ooh, yeah, he broke into Dunn's place. They've got to be connected. Possibly. There we go.
I saw footprints from those very same shoes next to both the gym murders.
Unless you're telling me that shoe is a limited edition, I'm gonna need something else.
Shit. Louis' wife has an affair. The amateur. So the Anteater broke into Jim and Dunn's place. Are they connected? Yep.
One of the thugs that attacked me the other night had a snout just like his.
I'm sorry, but you can't incriminate someone based solely on species. What else you got?
What more do you need? I've given you 4 pieces of evidence.
None of which are conclusive.
He tried to throw me off the rooftop.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. He's our man.
No, he's not our man.
Make up your mind.
He's just a puppet. Someone is pulling his strings.
Could it be Yale?
God, I don't even know anymore. I haven't got a clue.
But I don't think he did it. By the way, was he discharged? His room is empty.
They let him out yesterday. He's in police custody now. You can tell he's an athlete. Made quite the comeback. Anyone else would have taken 10 times as long. Anyway, he better be fine. You know they've ordered me to escort him to Madison Square Garden on the day of the fight.
That's the first I hear of it.
Quick, what do you want? Good cop or bad cop?
Bad.
I'm the bad guy.
I'm gonna kick his head in.
Good thing someone took out the trash.
Good morning, Mr. Lee. I assume you're aware that you're about to be accused of murder, and that thanks to the witness testimonies of Mr. Blacksad and Miss Dunn, your future's not looking too good.
Go to hell, you dog.
I swear that if I catch you outside, you'll wish you were in hell.
Blacksad, stay out of this. Remember who's the cop here. Maybe we can offer you a deal. We know someone hired you to kill Joe Dunn and Mary Purnell. What do you have to say?
I'll call your bluff. You ain't got nothing.
Your friend the Hellhorse doesn't seem to feel that way. Although I'm afraid he won't be talking anymore.
Shut up, or I'll kick you out. If you tell us who hired you, we'll help you.
What can you offer me?
How much is your life worth to you?
Don't pay attention to him, Mr. Lee. We aren't vigilantes. But we can significantly reduce your sentence.
That's a start, but it's not good enough. I want in on the witness protection program.
I used to be a bad cop.
New job, new identity, and a clean police record. That's the only way I'll talk. Meanwhile, I want police protection 24/7. I'm afraid that...
Whoa!
Watch out!
Holy shit. He's only shot here, he should be okay. Oh, I was supposed to save him. I wasn't looking at that.
Whoa!
Watch out!
Does it have to be direct? Did I get it like slightly
I'm
off?
afraid that...
These quick time events are really unforgiving.
Watch out!
Did I get him? How good of a shot am I? Well, there goes our key witness.
Luckily, Smirnov's wound wasn't as bad as Randall's. Unfortunately, the police found nothing
Shouldn't
in the
laugh,
other
he's dead.
rooftops. Our best shot at finding the killer was gone, so I went back to my previous lead.
That was already Leo. I don't know why he kept trying to like that. Someone didn't want him to talk. Someone with connections, though. You've got to be able to hire a sniper, like an assassin, so you've got money, whoever you are.
It's from before my mother got sick and we moved here. I loved reading stories about pirates, so my father drew a treasure map for me. I searched the whole house, one clue at a time. It led me to this enormous tree in the yard where Daddy had put up a tire swing.
Ooh. It's not hidden under the tree outside per se, but...
Bing bang!
Hello, Smirnoff residence.
You're dead! No, I got you with my lasso!
Can you quiet down, kids?
Dunn got killed for stirring the hornet's nest.
And you confessed your crime!
Kids, please.
He'd been investigating athletes for months, including Helen Moore and Al Stone, among others. Dunn's notes aren't all that clear, and I'm not sure what he was after. But I'd say we're facing a widespread corruption case.
Well, if you're right, that could be some dangerous evidence. Bring it here ASAP.
Sure, but there's something important that I need to finish first.
Ah. Interesting. So he was doing an investigation and all the corruption done for some reason was taken into his own hands. Still doesn't really
follow a
point.
certain lead on my own before Smirnov had the chance to see anything. According to his notebook, Dunn had seen Craig Spano at Sam's Diner just 4 days before his death.
Get out of here, pussy!
I'm sorry about what happened to Mary.
You're sorry? I'm the one who's sorry. You know what it's like to run this place alone? What the hell do you care, anyway? Beat it!
It might have been easier to slap the information out of him, but I decided to trust in a universal truth. Everyone is guilty of something. You don't know who I am, right?
Don't know and don't care! Come on, spit it out!
I'm John H. Blackmore, Public Health Inspector.
Oh, yeah, right. There are some real freaks around here, so I have to be firm, you know? Have you eaten?
Oh, that worked.
Dinner's on the house.
After you answer my questions.
Sure, go ahead. Your call. Always at your disposal, Inspector. Ask away.
Fear turned him soft and made him talk. Sure enough, Dunn had been there a few days back with a chimpanzee who matched Spano's description.
Oh, that was a cool little transition.
Apparently, the guy still lived with his father. Dunn said he couldn't stay there a day more. For the time being, he would move into his place.
Wait a minute. What does Public Health Services have to do with that chimp?
He died of food poisoning.
The chimp died of food poisoning.
But wait! He didn't even eat!
Which is even worse.
Okay, so why?
Dunn had taken Spano to
very
his place.
confused still.
I wanted to believe that when Randall Lee broke into the apartment, Spano fled to his former address. But where could that be?
I think he's dad's. Does that match? No. Randall's an orphan who full place with his only family. Oh, it's got to be just him living with his dad. Before found him Sparrows living with his father. Oh, there's 3 in that. Baseball Dunn's apartment? Oh, it is that.
I gotcha.
There's like more and more like characters coming into the
The
story.
living have rich and poor neighborhoods. So do the dead. In the mid-19th century, Greenwood became the resting place to the city's most distinguished citizens. Thinkers, scientists, writers, inventors, artists, businessmen, politicians, police officers, thieves, pimps, and murderers. Here lie the bodies of the soulless minds that raised New York from the ground up. Now you know where to go to become somebody in the Big Apple.
Creepy. At least I can't kill anyone here because everyone's already dead. Except for myself. No worries, sleep well, my friend. I don't think we're going to be finishing this in this stream anyway, Gerbil. So in the next one I'll probably still be trying to uncover what happens. We'll see.
Supposedly,
have a good
the
rest.
ring keeps the devil at bay by reflecting the sunlight. Really handy at this time of the
I'll
day.
only be going for like another hour, so you won't be missing out on too much, provided it doesn't wrap up in an hour. Yeah, thank you, appreciate it. We found the baseball. Feel a bit weird for taking that though, because that's kind of robbing a grave, isn't it?
According to the book I found at Dunn's place, fans of the sport leave baseballs on Bradwick's tomb to pay their respects.
Hey,
It's
Delisha,
strange that
welcome
I
in.
don't see any.
That's a really cool name.
Maybe they're gone with the wind. Or somebody claimed them as part of their inheritance.
Yeah, I like it. If you like your sort of like, you know, your gritty noir detective games, it's like right on the money for that kind of thing. I saw this a while back and I only just picked it up in the sale, so I'm probably, I want to say 2/3 in, possibly. It's not a particularly difficult game. It's you know, more of a walking simulator, and you sort of walk around, pick up clues, and make deductions, sort of like a Sherlock Holmes game does, which is quite fun. But it doesn't challenge you too much. But I tell you what, it does make up for it. It is an interesting story. Like, I am not sure who did it, and there's more to it, and there's more characters coming in all the time. So we're narrowing certain avenues down, but opening up others. So when, you know, I played my first 4 hours of this game, I was like, I think I know who did it. I'm now 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 hours, soon to be 8 hours in, and there's more people, more suspects, more motives. So it's not hard to follow. It's still good in that sense. It's just one of those ones where I'm still like, I'm still not sure. So yeah, I like it. If you enjoy detective games like I do, because I'm into true crime and into all that sort of thing, you'll certainly like this. It is, you know, it's exactly that sort of vibe. And like I say, it's not going to stretch you in terms of, you know, maybe in some quick time events, certain reflexes, but they're not that hard to do. And like I say, it's more a walking simulator, but really good.
It'd be even better with a skull between the bats.
See, what it lacks in sort of all your gameplay elements, it does make up for in an interesting story. And if you enjoy a walking simulator and stuff like that, you know, and just sort of letting the story play out while you make your own deductions and try and work things out, you'll enjoy it. If you like this, I highly recommended 9 Noir Lives. I've not heard of that. I've played LA Noire before. If you haven't played that, I recommend that. But I've not heard of 9 Noir Lives. Is it another cat detective? Because I'm unsure why this is a cat detective type thing. But I don't hate it.
Still hot.
Someone was here recently and ran when I turned up. Is it? I'll have to have a look into it. Is it on Steam?
I've never trusted angels. When they fall,
they're devoured by demons, all hell breaks loose, the world falls with them. They turn into demons. They turn into demons.
They turn into demons.
Ha. Is that a chopstick? It is. I'll definitely look for it then. But yeah, no, if you enjoy your detective games, this will scratch that itch. So I'm enjoying it just because I kind of now want to know who did it. Lost Judgment. Oh, Sleeping Dogs. I've played Sleeping Dogs. There you are. Now I'll give it a go, Delisha. I'll have a look into it. I do like them. They don't do enough decent, gritty detective sort of games, really. I wish they did more. Oh wait, are you making a joke, Dragoon? I can't be sure now. That's how the glove ended up in the apartment. He was staying there. I did. That's why I said lost judgment.
I've always been a New York Warriors fan, although to be honest, they're not what they used to be. Yep, they just haven't been the same without Craig Spano. I found a baseball glove at Joe Dunn's place, a glove signed by a great star. I couldn't believe my luck. I'm investigating a case of sports corruption. I think a considerable amount of athletes are involved, both current celebrities and former stars.
That'll get him down. You want to smoke?
Mm-mm.
Doesn't smoke. He's an athlete.
The absolute worst.
Who are you? I'm John Blacksad.
I'll be honest.
Private investigator.
How's Joe?
One question at a time. It's my turn.
Your turn.
Let's go with why are you hiding
Why
here?
are you hiding here?
Because I fear for my life. Because this is the only place where I feel safe. Because Joe took me to his home.
He's afraid of the
He went
surgeon.
looking for me there too.
What did he want from you? And who wants to kill you?
One question at a time. How's Joe?
What would happen if I told him the truth? Would he lose it? Could I take that chance?
Safe travel, Zeno. Thank you so much for tuning in. Be
Joe
honest.
Dunn is dead. Murdered.
I told you, Joe. How did it happen?
One question at a time.
One question at a time. My turn.
What did Dunn want from you? Let's go with that one.
What did Dunn want from you?
He wanted to know who was playing dirty in the sporting business. Dirtier than usual, that is. Wrecked lives, careers, ruined at the top of the game. He wanted to know if the same had happened to me. He wanted to know if the end of my career and my disappearance had anything to do with all that. He wanted me to confirm who was behind it all. The guy who had him killed. Our old friend, the surgeon.
It's the lizard. One of Dunn's brothers in ours tried to pass as Yale's doctor. They're exactly the same thing. One of Dunn's brothers in arms tried to pass as Yale's doctor. Mitchell, one of the Olympic, tried to pass as Yale's doctor. It blames everything on the surgeon. Oh, okay, it has to be that way. Fair enough, strange.
Is Mitchell the surgeon? Is he the person behind all of this? That surgeon you mentioned, is he...
My turn. I want to know why I should trust you.
Because I could have killed you, because I never lie, do it forever and done, because I take my job seriously.
Because I take my job very seriously.
I like being a gritty detective,
It's
okay.
my turn. That surgeon that you mentioned, is he in this photo I got here? Ow! Hey! Hey, that toss was...
Hmm.
Both my ear and my self-esteem would hurt for days. But at least I had a new lead to follow. The surgeon.
But why then? See, now there's
Bastard
more
had
questions.
avoided my scrutiny by passing as a hospital doctor. But now,
Being
all of my
followed.
senses were on guard. No matter how good the disguise or how well he hid, I would find him.
Pretty sure I was being followed then. But why is the lizard one of their friends offing them all?
So, what you're saying is, one, there's a corruption scandal involving all kinds of athletes. Two, our puppet master is a surgeon named Mitchell, a man who happened to fight in the war with Gunn, right?
Don't know
Maybe,
just yet.
But it could be no more than a false lead.
Anyway, where was I? Number 3, right? 3, since Dunn was on his trail, Mitchell, or whomever, hired an anteater to get rid of him. Then, since you were also shaking the wasp's nest, he went after you. But the anteater made a mistake, and Mitchell, or whomever, killed him to cover his own tracks. And, wait, 4.
It was in the
key to all
forces, so
this
knows how to
lies
use a
with
gun.
common friend of Dunn's and Mitchell's, Craig Spenow. Do you really trust him?
I think he's telling the
I
truth.
think he didn't lie to us. Although he might not know the whole truth.
4.
He's the sharpshooter out of all 5 of them.
Dunn was murdered 4 days after taking Speno to his house. If that doesn't make him suspect, makes sense, doesn't it?
Makes sense.
Yeah, it could make sense.
Ha! Who's the detective now? Let's follow up with the suspects. You told Smirnoff that even though you're sure Yale is innocent, you think he's hiding something. But what about O'Leary?
I forgot about
6.
these guys. Because I forgot about O'Leary. Cassidy's gone out of the question. Now I've got all the war buddies. Like, there's so much. They've got to be connected somehow, but I'm not sure how. Chicken police, paint it red. I think I've seen that. I think I remember the paint it red thing. I haven't looked too deeply into anything other than this one, but if they're anything like this, I'd give them a go, because I do enjoy this one. Someone ordered Randall Lee to commit the murders. I'm almost certain those two are connected, you know. Are they connected? Oh, okay, I definitely don't have enough. I've got to collect way more than that. One of Dunn's brothers and I was trying to pass the as doctor during the war. Donna's pals when I was the Olympic 5. Yeah, doesn't have soul. Someone ordered Randall to commit these murders. Are they connected? No. Did Randall Lee to commit the murders? It's got to be that. No? Or is it got to be in the right order? Sorry, hold on. No. O'Leary personally kills anyone who threatens the family or business. Ah.
O'Leary wouldn't have sent Randall to kill Dunn. He would have dragged him to his basement, given him his little speech, and then killed him himself.
That's a lot of choices.
Nah.
Yeah, you have to make deductions. You've ever played any of the Sherlock Holmes games?
He would have taken matters into his own hands.
What about Cassidy? 7, right?
So we can roll O'Leary out. Cassidy doesn't... I really thought it was Cassidy, but I don't think he would do it. He's not that smart.
I think it's safe to rule out Cassidy as Dunn's murderer. He seems too impulsive to have planned such a twisted crime.
Yeah.
Whoever planned the whole thing knew the suicide theory would fall through, so he manipulated the clues to incriminate Yale. Cassidy is too impulsive to pull off such an intricate plan.
So, even if you have your doubts, Mitchell is the one pulling the strings. And you know why? Because in novels, the murderer is always someone the detective knows from the beginning.
Well, that could be the case in British novels. You know, where everyone in the mansion where the murder took place is a suspect. But this might just be an American whodunit, where the detective doesn't even meet the culprit until the last scene.
You mean we still don't know who's pulling the strings?
I didn't say that.
I'm not 100% on
How
the
did
lizard.
it go with Helen Moore?
I didn't get anything, even though it started out really well. I asked to interview her along with her boyfriend, Al Stone. Since I'm a big shot, they were happy to oblige.
Oh, okay.
Perfect. Now, time for the interview.
Fading to
I'll go back and
a
forth so you don't
jarring
get
cut to a memory.
So, who goes first? Here's one for Helen. Can you tell us how much Champy's pays you to endorse them?
Sure, honey. They pay me much more than I'd ask them for. In fact, Champy's is so delightfully delicious that I'd even do it for free. Does that answer your question?
No.
Nonsense. We both know it does.
Okay, now. Time for a picture.
How should we pose?
Okay, how about a hug? I want to feel the love.
Yeah, okay, so take your picture. I do want to get this right. There you go.
You're the envy of all America. Moving on. Here's a question for Al.
Are you ever jealous about sharing your sweetheart with America? What do you think about needing a manager to compete? New thoughts on your upcoming fight against Yale? Let's ask the Yale
In
fight.
just 12 days, the contender will try to steal your belt. Any thoughts on your fight against Yale?
Yeah, sure.
My Al is going to kick that thug's behind. Isn't that so, honey?
Yeah, well, we'll see. No such thing as a weak rival.
Nonsense. You are and will be world champion. Next question.
Now what? Okay, Helen. Dating a boxer can be dangerous. Aren't you afraid that those blows to the head will take a toll on his intellectual capacity?
Honey, take a look at my man and then look at yourself.
I mean, he's got
You
horns.
really think I'm with him because of his intellectual capacity?
Helen!
Write this down. Nothing will change my man. His smarts, manliness, and integrity are all boxing proof.
Okay, one more question, and...
Al, honey, can you answer it? I've got to go say hi to a fan. I'll be right back, Mr. Pulitzer.
Wait.
He was the guy.
She stopped smiling when that fan showed up?
Yeah.
Could you describe him for me?
I'll be able to show you something as soon as I'm done developing these pictures. And actually, I thought it was odd too. So while I continued to interview Stone, I managed to take some pictures of Moore and whoever her mysterious fan was.
How long do pictures take back in the day?
Where were we?
Do you feel jealous about dating America's Sweetheart? What do you think about needing a manager to compete?
Your manager is Frank Cassidy, president of the Boxing Managers Association of New York. According to him, only boxers working with member managers should be allowed to compete. What do you think about that?
Cassidy is a great manager, really. No complaints there.
Hey,
and the work
hey.
he's putting in as president of the association is really valuable. But, I don't know, maybe in this case, Joe Dunn was right. Wait, no. Could you keep that last comment off the record? You know, on the down low.
My lips are sealed. Let's get that picture taken. Let's see what you think about this. Close your eyes and rest your chin on your fist. The boxing thinker.
Like these?
Exactly. Wait, I accidentally moved. Stand still. I'll take another one. What's with me today? Don't move, please. Now we got it. Should we keep at it? Are you ever jealous about sharing your sweetheart with America?
Well, I wouldn't say I'm jealous, but I know that someone so popular and honest can draw the wrong kind of attention. There are plenty of people who would love to put an end to her career, so it's not easy.
Let's take a picture.
I'm going to take one more, all right?
Did it take a little while though? Mostly was just to dry off.
Turn around and show me those biceps from behind.
Like that?
That's it. What's up with me? Stand still. I'll take it again.
It's the
I can't
lizard.
seem to get it right. Don't move. It's about time. Finally, we're all set.
It was the lizard.
Wait. So, are you telling me the photos are developed? Or is that what you said to Stone?
Both. Just look.
She knew the lizard. Yeah, we don't care about
Who's
Stone.
that guy?
I know he's not a fan. You should have seen her face when she saw him. How much do you think each bicep weighs?
A lot, but less than your tongue.
You're hilarious.
Who's that guy?
I know he's not a fan. You should have seen her face when she saw him.
It's the lizard. Are we looking at? Can we look at any more? There we go.
I think she only smokes when she's nervous. What was making her nervous?
Where's that picture?
Look at his hand. Is he pulling something out of Moore's purse? Or putting it in?
Pills. It's the lizard.
Wait, that's him.
Who?
Mitchell, the surgeon.
Seriously? We got him.
Holy shit.
Not yet.
How's Moore connected to the lizard? How's the lizard connected to all this?
Matchbox before.
Focus, Blacksad.
Oh,
we
yeah.
need to figure out how to find that Mitchell guy. Hey, pal. Did you hear what I just said? We need to keep looking at all those pictures. We need a clue that'll take us to Mitchell. Hey, see? There. Just like I was saying.
We need to go speak to the pool owner, the pool house owner. So this lizard is heavily connected to this, guys. There it is, La Iguana.
Brawls aren't even the worst part of my job. Sure, you may take a beating, but at least you get the chance to defend yourself. But when you're sitting in your car all night, there's no way out. Your legs cramp up, your back and neck feel stiff, your entire body aches to be somewhere else. It's boring and repetitive. People were finally leaving the place. The bar was about to close.
We need to fix that wall, that light that's
And I
arcing.
hadn't seen Mitchell go in or out. I had no choice.
I see you took me up on my invitation. And you're smart. You knew not to come until my anti-fur regulars had all cleared out.
I can't say no to good advice.
Or good bourbon.
Oh yeah, he's got to pretend to be the Texan.
Here's looking at you, Mr. What was your name?
As far as I knew,
Barnum.
La Iguana always stayed neutral. He played poker with Cassidy. But his joint was used as a gambling drop-off for O'Leary's operation. Did it make sense to keep faking it? Or was it too dangerous not to?
Fake it.
Farnham. Howard M. Farnham II.
That's right. Howard Farnham from Ding Dong, Texas. You're natural. You're even better at pool than poker.
This here's much easier. No cheating.
You barely flinched when Cassidy decided to teach that ego a lesson.
What do you want a fella to say? If Cassidy
I
hadn't
would have done
ordered
it
his
myself.
barber to kill that son of a bitch, I'd have done it myself. Some of God's creatures just don't deserve to live.
Quincy was the one that was murdered, and he was a massive
Well,
piece of shit.
nobody's perfect. Tell me, what do you really want with Cassidy? I can't say it's clear to me.
Go with you.
Well, you see, Desmond O'Leary is my enemy. If you know a thing or two about him, I can leave it at that.
Don't worry about it. I was only curious. So, what about me? What do you want from me? No one comes to La Iguana just to drink and play pool.
I'm here looking for a regular of yours, Dr. Angus Mitchell.
What for?
We fought together during the war. I just wanted to say hi.
Sure. Tell you what, I'll talk to Mitchell. Come back tomorrow night.
You don't understand. I have to talk to him, or else.
Or else what?
Is he a
You'd
manager?
be losing your chance to make a pretty penny. I know how to reward my allies.
You think I'd spend my time in this dump if all I cared about was the money? Please, cut the crap. Anything else?
What did Cassidy do as O'Leary?
I don't think Cassidy would be too happy about the role this here dump plays in O'Leary's gambling operation. You follow me?
Son of a bitch. All right. give me your phone number, and I'll give you a call when Mitchell shows up.
No. You're gonna call him right now, and you're gonna give him this message. But when you're sitting in your car all night, there's no way out. Your legs cramp up, your back and neck feel stiff, your entire body aches to be somewhere else. It's boring and repetitive.
Why didn't he just call him back and go, there's a detective after you?
Loop. Like when you're stuck in your car, on surveillance duty. The owner of La Iguana was supposed to tell Mitchell that a certain anteater was still alive, and that it was only a matter of time before he ratted him out. With a bit of luck, that would make him nervous enough to force his hand. Now all I had to do...
Yeah, the hell's that guy standing on the path on the right, just there? Just standing there, not moving. That was weird. That is incredibly loud thunder, isn't it? Where the hell's he going? I'm gonna go pick up his doctor's uniform. It's a lizard with a gut. He needs to buy shoes that don't make that much noise. He can't follow people like that. Oh. That's the guy that attacked me. Can I go up to the ear thing? No, okay. Just zoom in and get on with it. Right. Hell's horses. Could be a... I'm assuming some kind of... maybe he was in the same... He was in the... Olympic 5 as well, maybe? I didn't remember seeing... I didn't take a closer look at it there. I've seen that. What about you?
We'll be just fine, don't worry. Gil, stand guard right here. If the cat shows up, you know what to do. I'll be back in an hour.
From over there, although I don't know how I'd get there.
I'm gonna have to move when the thunder strikes, aren't I? Because it is deafeningly loud. Can we move the truck? Baseball cards just left around everywhere. Well, these are supposed to be fucking collector's items. Do we climb up here then? No. We use the stairs. Ignore me. We use the fucking stairs. No, we won't use the stairs. We can't use the stairs. What the fuck? Can we not climb up here? No? Okay. Up there? I don't know how we got around here either. I'm assuming we can go all the way around here for a reason? This leads the whole way around here, and it's going to put me back.
When you want to be silent, noise can be your best ally.
So open it when the lightning strikes. No? Okay.
Looks like things won't be easy.
Yes, it's got to be from the top there. But I don't know how to get up there.
Smells like liberty and oil spills.
New deductions. Will standing is armed. Let's get these deductions.
Of course. He's Randall Lee's partner. I should be careful. When they gave me a beating, I could see he was kinda trigger happy.
Rosie! Hey, Bevik. How you doing? Thank you for the raid. It's good to see you. Can I get a shout out, please, for Rosie? Hey, Jamaican Hype. Sorry, I tried to catch that as the raid was coming in there. I think I got your name right. Thank you. From space? What's from space? Hello, welcome in. I appreciate you joining me. Thank you very much for that raid. Get anyone that hasn't, please go click the link, go give them a follow. Hey, Quantum. How you doing? Enjoy the shout out. It's a card game. Oh, okay. Fair play. What's it about? I'm currently playing a game called Black Sad, which is a LA noir, like, well, the sort of gritty detective noir cat detective game, if that makes any sense. It's a shooting game. Oh, okay. Any, like a 4-player or a 2-player, or we're trying to make deductions and break into somewhere. I appreciate it, 4 players. Hey, Captain Steve-O. It's good to see you. Well, I really appreciate you sending the raid over here. If you are new here, thank you very much for joining. My name is Retrorage. I'm a variety streamer. Currently doing a detective game right now, but we do play a lot of other games like Baldur's Gate, Final Fantasy XIV, Unshowdown, and many story games. So I like them. It is good. I'm just trying to work out. It's quite easy. It's kind of like a walking simulator, really. And it's fun. It's got one of those ones where you like, if the story wasn't any good, the game probably would flop. But because the story's interesting, it's what keeps you going. Because I'm not really sure who the hell I'm not really sure who the hell's done it. Like, I can't figure out who did it. The surgeon could be the one behind the entire case. Is that connected? No. Okay, it's got to be that, because that's kind of... Why does that not work? But obviously making deductions sometimes... doesn't make much sense here. I've got one I can make, but I don't know how they're connected. Don't know, I can't figure that one out yet. We've got to work out how to basically now... Oh, the really good soundtrack, by the way. Get into... warehouse. Oh, by the way, there's very loud thunder. Sorry about that. Oh, don't do that. Oh, I keep hitting that button. They don't let you sprint in this game for some reason, or even jog. So you just walk everywhere and you're like, I want to get there a little bit quicker, but how do we get onto the roof? But yeah, what is the 4-player co-op all about then? Oh, we can't get down the alleyway. You thought it was more like Batman? A couple of people are confusing for Batman. Could possibly be in the edge they were going for. But I do appreciate that raid, thank you. I know if you've got to go and D stream, by the way. Please don't sit around and answer my questions. Go and relax, and I'll look after your viewership. I don't know what to do. No, yeah, look away. It's absolutely fine. I'm very, this is no pun, but I'm very in the dark about what to do here. He won't go up these stairs, which is kind of annoying. Maybe I need to make an actual deduction here. Who's the guy passing for Yao's doctor? Maybe it's those. Oh, it is.
Mitchell, who fought with Dunn during the war, tried to pass as Yale's doctor.
I'm not sure what to do here. When we looked up at that piece of the roof, it said, well, it just brought me round here. But it doesn't give me much else to go by. Oh my god, why didn't they design... Oh god, I've got to stop pressing RB. Why didn't they put a run on this? So why did it transport me around here if I can't interact with anything? How bizarre. I mean, we need to get on the roof from this side, clearly. I would have thought it would have been up there. But no, we can't. They really should have given him a run option, or at least a jog option. Ah, can we use that? He doesn't interact with that. He doesn't interact with anything in this scene. This is confusing. Yay, another baseball card. What on earth do we do? Oh, actually, I think I figured it out. Here we go. Right. Apparently, they leave the forklifts with keys in them. Time to beat up a horse. Yeah, so actually what I've got to do. We're going to do it when there's thunder? But he made a stupid noise. And alerted him. Why didn't you just not growl, Blacksad? Yeah, I think I've got to wait for the thunder to strike. No, it's not when the thunder strikes him. When have you got to, what? Gotta do it when it's really loud? What if you just don't do anything and let the timer run down? That doesn't make any sense, so he backs away. No, that's not loud enough. What have I got to do here? Because he backs away, so you're on the timer? Now. Oh, do it when the flash strikes, maybe. Because it's flashed just beforehand, so if I do it on the flash, it might cover it. Instead of trying to do it when the sound happens. There you go. So no, it's not there. It's not when he... Because that was the loudest time that could ever have gone off. So when do you do it? Maybe I do something else then. I can't be jumping down on him. Okay, I'm going higher up though.
I did mess up a guy's face with an extinguisher once, but this kind is too heavy for my current needs.
Grab a shield from the roof. Fair enough, do that then. Question the horse. Oh no, lock him in the truck.
What does this place have to hide?
I just got the achievement beat someone up for once, which is quite nice.
Ah, right.